Hey everybody, we're continuing our series on rhythm patterns, and today we're going to be going over our 4-note rhythm pattern over our third chord progression. And so the way these chord progressions work, we follow the major scale. And so the key that we're going to be playing this in is C. And so you take the C major scale, so C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. You put numbers to that to use the number system. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And then we're going to use chords to play over that major scale. So C is your 1 chord, your 2 is a D minor, third chord is a slash chord, it's a C over E, your 4th chord is an F, your 5 chord's a G, your 6th chord is a minor, that's an A minor, and then your 7th chord is a slash chord, it's a 5 over 7, which is a G over B, and then your last chord's a C, which is where we started. But we're not going to play the progression that way because it doesn't sound very good. So that's why we came up with a third chord progression, which is going to go like this. Have you ever wanted to learn how to play your favorite worship songs on piano? Well, I have something that's perfect for you. It's called Worship Piano Academy. It's an online space to help people of all skill levels learn to play worship piano exactly like the pros do. It's packed full of simple techniques that are easy to follow and tailored specifically for worship piano players. If you're brand new to piano, we have all the basic lessons to get you on track. If you've been playing for a while, we have tons of advanced lessons and tips for you too. So check out worshippianoacademy.com. So here's your C, or your 1, and then your 2 minor is a D minor, and you play it like that. Your third chord is a 1 over 3, or a C over E, and again, our right hand is only doing 2-note chords, so we're leaving out that middle note. Our 4th chord is an F, our 5th chord is a G, our 6th chord is an A minor, our 7th chord is a 5 over 7, or a G over B, and then our last one is a C, where we started. So if we walk up, and then the rhythm pattern that we're going to play over that progression, we're going to do 16th notes, and we play it on the 4 E and going on to the 1 beat. And so I'll explain 16th notes basically is quadruple of quarter notes. And so a quarter note means that there's 4 quarter notes inside of a measure of music. And so you count it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you double that with eighth notes. And so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then 16th notes is double that. So it's 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So that's how we're playing this rhythm pattern, is 16th notes. And the notes that you hit, it's always going to be the top note of your left hand, and then the first and last note of the chord that you're playing in your right hand. And it's 4 notes that lead into the next chord. So it's 1, and then your left hand, 2, and then 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you go up to D minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, and go to the next chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so that's with having a chord on the 1 beat. Now let's double up that chord and have it on the 1 and the 3 beat. So now it's go. You're going to have the rhythm pattern on the 2 E and then on the 4 E and So it sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's walk down. And then another way you can play this is if the chords are spread out a little bit further. Let's go back to where the chord changes are only on the one beat. So there's not so much space in between those chord changes. You can add rhythm to your right hand and play quarter notes in between doing that rhythm pattern. So it'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4 E and a 1. And then a good practice tip is to try this rhythm pattern without the chord changes. So if you keep that rhythm pattern going, so 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and just kind of get, you can speed it up and just try to make this as smooth as possible. Walk up. Like that. Now, obviously, chords don't follow this chord progression where they walk up and down that major scale. It's usually chords that are in between this major scale. And so a good practice is just to use this rhythm pattern and then just jump around to different chords inside that major scale progression. And so it'll kind of sound like this. If we have a chord change on the 1 and the 3, it'll sound like this. Like that. So now I want to make sure we have this in all 12 keys, because it's really good when you learn a progression, learn it in all 12 keys, because you don't ever know what key the song is going to be played in. So let's go to D. And then E. And then F. And then G. And then A, we'll move down here. And then B. Now let's do the sharps and flats. We'll start with C sharp. And then E flat. And then F sharp. then A flat. And then the last one, B flat. We'll move down here. And that's it. So work on that, and then I will see you in the next video.